How's it going? Dating comic book investments. So I just finished the Hawkeye TV show. Now, if you remember, I said this movie or TV show is terrible. I basically after the first episode, I'm never going to watch it again. Everyone told me to say, "Hey, check it out. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong." And then I admitted I was wrong. I was like, "Okay, it's actually gotten better." I think the reason why the first episode I didn't really like because Clint Barton, Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye was barely in it, and he wasn't doing Hawkeye stuff. And I'm like, oh gosh, it's centered around Kate Bishop, and to me, she was very annoying. Now, so this is my full review, spoilers, of course, of the TV show and what I thought because people wanted to know my opinion when I watched the whole thing. So I watched the whole thing. Kate Bishop still kind of annoying, but she got better because I liked her when she was more serious because the whole joking thing, it just, to me, made her seem like a little kid. And then it just kind of got annoying because, it's like, I feel like the show had some struggles with who its audience were. And honestly, I don't even know who the audience for this is. Like, to me, I think it's for me, right? And so what I want, and people like me. But maybe they're thinking it's Disney, so they're trying to get little kids involved too. Because one of the things that really bugged me, well, I mean, outside of her acting like a fool, was like I liked how Jeremy Renner is basically how I would think. Like he's the audience, like rolls his eyes, this girl's annoying. But the one of the things that bugged me, and it happened at the very end and in the middle, was remember when she fell through the skylight to save Hawkeye when he didn't want to be saved, and she's tied up, and of course she's acting like a fool, and these people could kill and have killed before. And she starts talking to that guy about Imagine Dragons, and he has a fight with his girlfriend or whatever. And I'm like, this is so stupid. And then at the end, they come out and they're fighting, which was not a very good fight scene because I'm like, here's some bad guys, and here I'm gonna come at you with my fists. And then all of a sudden she's a karate master, and beating everyone up, right? And these are guys like 2-3 times her size. Whatever. And she sees that guy and he has a gun in his face and he's like, oh, so I talked to my girlfriend and we actually went and saw Maroon 5 instead. It was, oh, thank you very much. And she's like, oh, God, that's so awesome. Well, why do you have the gun? Well, I still have to kill you. And she's like, oh. I'm like, because it goes from like this kind of serious thing to this like, what is this? Like, to me, it's like, this is like, you take away any threat level, right? You de-escalate instantly. It becomes like a joke. So, like before, it's like, oh, maybe they could die. They're not going to die. But, yeah. So that part was super annoying. I have a few notes on my phone. So I like the Kate that's more somber and more serious. So she got a little better. Whatever. I mean, I'm indifferent about her. I still like Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye's cool. Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye. So I liked how they got the trick arrows. That was cool. I really liked that. I did like, which I didn't see coming, was the mom was the bad person. And I kind of liked how, like, she had an explanation. It's like, look, dad died, left me with all this terrible stuff. I had to do what I could to protect you in her own mind. And then Kate Bishop's like, so you killed, I guess, her uncle, Armand, or something like that. So you killed my uncle, and you basically hired someone to kill Hawkeye, and you're working with the Kingpin and all this kind of stuff. That's wrong, right? And sent her to jail. So I kind of like that. I didn't see it coming, so I liked it. I liked how Jack wasn't the bad guy, and he was just, framed pretty much, because I was like they made him seem like kind of, and I never got that impression of him, right? As like the shyster, and I was just like, oh, of course they're gonna make him the bad guy because they're always doing the music to make you think that he's the bad guy and make him be sneaky around and all this kind of stuff. So I kind of liked that he wasn't, because I kind of liked his character, like a little bit. And, he comes out there with his little sword and he's fighting. It's whatever. It didn't bother me. One thing I thought was kind of stupid was Hawkeye was in his tree and she thought to shoot the tree down with Hawkeye in it. That tree is very heavy, very heavy. If it fell the wrong way or he got caught or one of those sticks impaled him, then it would have killed him. So why? So I thought that was kind of stupid. Then the Kingpin shows up. The Kingpin, is a big menace and very cool. But the one thing I didn't like is how Echo, well, they didn't show it, but she shot him, and you're assuming he's dead. The guy got hit by a car. Then he got blown up with a bunch of trick arrows. And he got shot with normal arrows, did nothing to him. And so one gunfire is going to kill him. I don't know about that. That seems just weird to me. Like, he obviously has superpowers, but yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of like, I like the end fight. Yeah. I mean, overall, I liked it. I liked it better than Captain America, Falcon, Winter Soldier, whatever that show was called. That show started off really good, and then it's got too political, and the bad guys weren't. I hate it when it's like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Oh, no, I'm going to change these bad guys. Just make them bad. They're bad people. The terrorists, whatever it's called, the Black Hand, the Red Flags, or whatever it's called. Yeah, so it's better than that show. WandaVision, to me, got really good at the end, but for me, it got kind of boring in the middle because at the first episode, it's the 50s, then it's the 60s, and the 70s, and that was cool for like 1 or 2 episodes, but then it just kind of got monotonous, and I really didn't like it. Got annoying after a while, I guess, kind of boring for me. So it's probably, but the end of WandaVision is very cool. So maybe somewhere on par with WandaVision. I really liked Loki a lot. And I think that's all of them. So, yeah, overall it's good. I'm glad you guys suggested it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I hope they bring back Jeremy Renner as more Hawkeye because that's who I like. I mean, Kate Bishop, it's fine, whatever. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys thought if you watched it. Have a good day.